I'm tired. How are you guys doing? Um, Hi, Spiritual. How are you? Uh, it's like I've just been tired lately. Not really into, don't have a lot of get up and go, you know. How are you today? And you're the first. Yeah, I'm fine. I just finished eating some fish with like fish and chips that I made. And Abigail don't want to eat her food, but finally I got her to eat a little bit of her food. It's right there. So she ate. She didn't eat. She barely ate day before. She didn't eat yesterday, and she hadn't eaten today at all because she wants my food. So I gave her a piece of potato. Oh, she didn't like that. She was thinking she was going to get some meat. I don't eat meat. I eat fish. That's about it. Um, anyway, I was really tired today too. Yeah, now I can see. um, yeah, there's. Where are you at? Where do you? What state do you live in, spiritual? Um, yeah, I'm almost in Minneapolis. Let me tell you what happened for me on the 4th of July, though. Um, it was a little bit interesting. I guess, first of all, I kind of got pissed off because it was Friday night. No, Saturday night. I went to go park my truck in the storage, my pickup truck. And, you know, they got this thing of they open at 7, they close at 7. Usually these storage places, when you go in and you stay there a little, whether you're, you know, putting away stuff in your storage and maybe you lose track of time and, okay, so you can't be locked in there. So you can always just, there's an exit to get out. Sometimes you gotta press the keypad, but before you can do that, you gotta make sure the keypad has an entrance with your name on it so that you can have an exit to go. Okay, so I did that, and I'm coming out, and I'm like 1 minute after 7, because that's what time they close. And like the gate, it denied me. It didn't let me get out. I'm thinking, like, oh, it's already 7:01. So I thought, okay, well, there was a number there. So I called it. Some guy answered, asked my name and everything. I told him. So he looked me up, and you know, it's like 1 minute, right? 1 minute. And he tells me, do it this time, but next time, uh, you know, there's a $50 fee. Thinking, what? And I'm I'm not one person to argue. I'm a warrior of light. It's like take your negative crap someplace else. So I like I thought I really got to get out of here. I told him I really got to get my stuff out of this place. You know, have a nice day. And then I thought, well, you know, how come you guys close so early? You know, 7 o'clock. Sun don't go down till like 9. And he says that's the rules. You know, I'm like, and and I was thinking to myself, well, you know, have a nice day, bye. And it kind of looked, it got under my skin. It's like, okay, the rules are if the speed limit is 55, but if you go 65, you're going to get a ticket. He's one of those, like, like, I'm sure he's a hypocrite, big time. I could tell, because I'm sure he's gone over the speed limit thousands and thousands of times. And here he's, because I'm over by 1 minute. So I really got to get my stuff out. But that's the small part. So I got in the truck, and Abigail didn't want to eat, so I kind of disciplined her a little bit because she just throws her food all over. Well, I'm thinking, I was parked there, and I'm thinking, put my truck away because I was getting ready to just leave and from New Mexico up here to Minnesota. I thought, okay, well, I did that. Well, I went to go like look at the truck pre-trip because I got a load of onions and they smell really good. And I noticed because it was dark. Later that night, it was already 10:30 or something. And I'm thinking, it just gave me a eerie feeling that, so I go out and sure enough, there's cockroaches all over around my truck. Not in my truck, but they're smelling the onions, so that smell of the onions is attracting all the cockroaches to my truck. And I thought, I can't sleep here. And I looked at my clock, my time clock there, see, my logging hours. And I was going to stay there for 10 more hours. Actually, like 8 more hours, or not even. Like about 7 more hours. And I thought, okay, I'll just leave in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and get my 34-hour reset. But after seeing all those cockroaches, I can't stay here. So I put myself on personal conveyance. You can do that with the electronic logs. You just got to type it and do some button pushing and explaining and, explaining, so, okay, so I thought I did it. I get going, and I went to this truck stop basically near my Harley now, which is like about 30 miles away. Because I know at like 11 o'clock at night, you're not going to find no place to park at a truck stop. So I know if I went all the way to Edgewood, because I was in Albuquerque, if I went all the way to Edgewood, I can find a place to park. I know there's plenty of places to park there. Once I get there, there's only one place, because that place was full too. I'm like, wow, the place is really starting to get jam-packed. There's more and more truckers is what's happening. If anybody tells you there's a shortage of truckers, there's not. There's too much truckers now. But anyway, I parked the truck. Okay, there's no cockroaches. Good. I went to sleep. The next morning I got up. Oh, but I looked at my clock and it put me on drive. So now I had to stay an extra 10 hours until I could leave. And it was when I got up there, like 1 o'clock or something. And I'm thinking, oh, great. So now I have to stay till 11 o'clock in the morning before I can leave anywhere. Because it put me from personal conveyance. If you go with personal conveyance, you can find yourself a different place to park and not mess up your log, your sleep time and stuff. But it kicked me into drive. The reason for that, now after that, you got to take a 10-hour break before you can go anywhere. And I'm thinking, wonderful. So I pre-tripped in my truck and I looked at my truck. well, after I got loaded and before I went to sleep, where I was at my storage room, I had changed my oil along the way in my semi. This is my semi. So I'm pre-tripping my truck since I made me breakfast. This was Sunday morning. I made me breakfast and everything. I still had 1,200 miles to go by Monday morning. I had like one day to go 1,200 miles. You can't do that. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be a day late. Okay. And I checked because of the logs. So I checked my oil and they had, okay, you know the dipstick of the oil dipstick. It has like a full mark and stuff. And it has like, okay, like you go like that part, there's the full, right? Or where my fingernail is the dip, my finger's a dipstick, you put it in. And where the fingernail is, the top of the fingernail would be full. While the oil was all the way up to like I had that dipstick you put it in, it was like a third of it was full, the whole entire dipstick. It had that much oil inside. And I looked at it, took it again, like what? Put it in, like, how much oil did these guys put in my truck? So I called them up, being that I had plenty of time that morning. I called them up. I told them, you guys put too much oil in my truck. So they told me, all right, just take it, bring it back in. So I had to drive another 80 miles back the wrong direction, back south, because I was going north. And so now I'm really late. But they, like, hey, you guys changed my oil. You guys did something. You guys got to fix it. So they did, you know. The guy was really nice, super nice guy. And they figured out what happened. The other guy that was helping him wasn't paying attention or something. And he put oil, and one guy had already put oil, so they got double the oil. But it was way more than double. It was like quadruple oil. So like, okay, I got all that fixed, everything. And then I'm coming, like, call them up, my customer. Tell them, well, I'm not going to be there Monday. I'll be there um, tomorrow and Tuesday. They told me, well, don't worry, because you weren't scheduled till Tuesday anyway. Like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I'm thinking, am I even going to make it there on Tuesday? Because I wasn't going to get there Tuesday, like, in the evening. Then I realized they closed, like, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 or 3. I was going to get there, like, 3:30. So now it's Tuesday, and I'm still not there yet. So I'm coming and like, okay, why rush it if I'm gonna. So what I did is I was coming and I was doing 75, not 75, 70. And I saw this little thing on the road. So I dodged the debris because you never know what the debris has on the road. And I dodged, and as soon as I moved over, it was a turtle. It was like on the divided line there, not the center lane, but. And as I passed, I swerved, and I saw in my mirror, I rolled them over with the draft of my tires, and I'm glad he, was able to roll over and get on his 2 feet. And I'm like, oh no. So, you know, and I just passed a weigh scale too, because I didn't see it in time. And I was going too fast, as I like went by that weigh scale. Sometimes they'll get you for that. And I'm thinking, because that's what I was thinking. All of a sudden, there's this turtle there, like, nah. So I turned around, went through the scale, and by the time I got to see if that turtle was still trying to cross the road or if he was squashed or something, I stopped on some side of the freeway, and I didn't see him anywhere. The cars were going fast. Oh, the highway, interstate. There's a woo. The poor little turtle was crossing the road. But I didn't hit him. I didn't see no evidence that he had gotten killed or nothing. Said a prayer for him. And at least I tried to look for him and stuff. But anyway, I'm coming, right? Like, okay, well. And I passed all the rest stops, and there was just one truck stop that I know of south of Minneapolis that I usually would go and stop because I won't sleep in Minneapolis or St. Paul. I won't sleep in those twin cities, or any cities. I don't like to sleep in cities. I sleep on the outskirts of the city. So I stopped at this one place, and they had a truck wash. I'm thinking, oh, good, finally, so I can wash my truck. So, okay, I washed my truck. They did a really good job. See, you can kind of see it and stuff. And so it was pretty neat, right? So it looked good. And usually some truck stops do crappy work. Well, they did a good job. I'll show you. Hold on. See, they did a really good job. The truck is all clean, clean, clean. So anyway, I'm gonna wash it, and once it's all clean, I'm drying it. Because, I used to park at this place all the time. But now they got security there, and you got to pay for the parking. So I'm drying my truck, and some security guy comes to me, how long are you going to park here? I'm just drying my truck. Because I right away knew that I got to pay him or something. I'm like, I'm not going to pay for a place like that. So I had to go back south again, because if I go north, I'm in the city. So I'm coming south, and I came to this rest area here. It's a southbound rest area, but I'm going to get up in the morning. I got like 40 miles to go or something. And I'll finally get there tomorrow, but I won't sleep in Minneapolis. I don't trust that. I don't trust, I don't want my truck to get vandalized while I'm sleeping, because who knows, what. I take care of my truck. My truck takes care of me, and I take care of my truck. So my truck got the oil changed, and I was in the shower today too, and I was able to give a shower, was it yesterday or the day before, for Abigail, and like for now, I washed the truck, so, and my pickup truck, I drove my truck for 4th of July. In fact, yeah, I made a little live there, and that was, the truck was clean. I didn't, every time I get in my pickup truck, I gotta go wash it. And it was like, wow, it's already clean. I didn't gotta wash it. So anyway, I live in the Republic Province of Texas. Where is the Republic Province of Texas? I have no idea where that is. And hello, um, And Caitlin, hi, hi, hi. And how's your day? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking me, JR. I can't. JRHRHRV. I'll just call you JR. But like I said, I'm just tired. Oh, and I was going to tell you guys, see, this is my other shirt. See, you see me with the black one with the black stripes, and then the one with the yellow stripes, and this is the one with the tan stripes. See, I got three of them. They're very comfortable. I just mean Texas. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I never heard of Providence or Texas. I thought you were going to say like the Providence of Providence, because there's a city, actually, city, Providence, where it's in, uh, where is it? Rhode Island, I think. Yeah, Providence, Rhode Island. I thought, like, and then it says Texas. Like, what? But yeah, I just thought I'd get in, and I had gotten in, and I hadn't gotten in lately. Uh, but once again, I gotta deliver my message. I'm a warrior of light, and this world is going to be shifting. It's already shifting. It is. It's already. It's already happening. So I hope you guys are behaving and doing good things. I was gonna say, like, do you guys know what an uh, it grow? It's hard for me to say. A Goria is. You know what that is? It's a Gregoria. That's what it's called. It's a Gregoria. Do you know what that is? Hi Barry, what's up? What's the new universe greeting? What's up? Actually, I'll give you a greeting if you want. But wait. I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. I'll just give you the greeting then. Um, the universe greeting. You really want to know what the universe greeting is? And okay, let's say you see a celestial being. You guys call them UFOs or aliens or Martians or whatever, like personally I think that's disrespectful, but I call them uh, celestial beings because they're beings from other planets. So let's say you guys see uh, a celestial being because they're going to be coming soon and they're going to start appearing more and more. What do you say to them, right? What do you say? I'll tell you what you say. Are you ready for this? You tell them, M-E-E-K-E-M-I-E-A. Write that down. M-E-E-K-E-M-I-E-A. You know what that means? It means I so. That's what that means. Because that's what they'll tell you. M-E-E-K-E-M-I-E-A. And that's what they'll tell you. That's a universal, you said it, Barry Cherry Hair Canary. You said universal greeting. That's what a universal greeting is. What's the what's the new M? It's actually it's not new, but it's M-E-E-K-E-M-I-E-A. It's M-E-E-K-E M-I-E-A. That's how you spell it. M-E-E-K-E-M-E-A. And that means I love you so. So when you guys do come up to a as you guys call them, aliens. I call them celestial beings. When you guys come up to them, remember that. Write it down. Meekemea. And gonna bounce out of here. Better be safe, young ladies. Better keep. We'll keep the hoodlums in check for you. Yeah, be careful. You know, um, be careful of Barry. All right, Meekemea. Thanks for coming in, buddy, too. But anyway, yeah, uh, this world is changing. Um, I have to put this out. I'm not putting it out like I haven't really found the right way to put it out. I don't know if I want to do readings or if I want to just do a whole complete video on it, make a video, or just a topic, or just little short segments like I'm doing now. Um, I don't know, but I'll tell you right now though, the sun's is throwing solar flares. Our sun, it's boom. These solar flares are going. I mean, we can't see them because the sun is so far away, but the flares that the sun explodes out is like from our planet to our moon. That's how far the flares shoot out. And and it just goes like that fast, that fast. I mean, you've seen them. You can see them and look them up, and you see them. They're just like a bunch of. It looks like if it's just little, but they're going like I said, from here to the moon and back in a couple of seconds. Flares, but it's energy, and it's a lot of them are you know headed our way towards planet Earth, and that's why we get shorter. Uh, I mean, outage, shortages, short, shorter outages. Yeah. That's why we get um, outages, electrical outages and stuff. But that's what's happening. For us, it gets us dizzy. It gets me dizzy. It gets some people are really affected by it, where they get nauseous, they get they throw up, they get confused. The birds, the birds are losing their compass because of the pole shifting, because of all that, everything that's happening. The birds, like they're flying, like the hummingbirds will fly from, from South America to up here to, Alaska and stuff. And they're losing their sense of direction because of that. So um, you might start seeing the animals, the behavior of animals. And it's like, it's happening. It's happening right now. But you're not going to find that in the news, because the news is, they're trying to set fear in you. The news don't want you to know. The media, the mainstream media. And there's a lot of places on internet also that are like the mainstream media. They'll tell you that's a bad thing. No, it's a good thing because it's giving us energy. So now that that's happening, now is the best time to go out there. If you don't meditate, pray, but go and stand on the grass or on dirt barefooted, and or go put your hand on a tree, right? Um, If you're like in a city where there's no grass, just put your hand on a tree, ground yourself, because and it'll balance your body out, your chakras, it'll balance all that. And because of the solar flashes, it's a lot of power that's coming to us. And that's not going to always happen. So get it while you can. And that's part of awakening up. And I'll tell you one last thing. And I'm not against the Bible, but I believe a lot of people use the Bible as a manual for how to live their life, which it's not. It's not a manual, okay? It's not life's manual to go to heaven. It's not that. It claims to be that. People think it's that, and they get all into it, and they're just so into it. They know every verse, and so they believe every single thing. Don't do that. Here's the thing to do. In fact, the other day, someone had asked me, I think Barry left spiritual. The other day, somebody asked me, how do you wake up? And then I was like cut off. I hope I don't get cut off now, but sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I left for a second without realizing Barry was leaving. I will keep hoodlums and Barry check. And Barry check. I mean, Chuck Berry. Yeah, Chuck Berry. We'll call him Chuck Berry since he's not here. Um, to wake up, okay? Ask me. I asked that. Yeah, okay, this is how, for the people that don't know, that watch my channel, that don't comment or nothing like that. And it goes for everybody though, everybody. Whether you've heard it before or not, this is how you begin to wake up, to tell yourself, okay, so if you're one of those people that I need proof, before I believe it, I need proof, okay, here's the proof I can give you, but I can't do it for you. You have to do it, okay? You get that? It's up to you to do it, not me. So, here's how you would do it. Again, learn how to meditate. Go out to the grass, to your backyard, to the front yard, to hold a tree or lean up against a tree so that you're touching the tree. Not like this, but with your hand or your arm or or something where your skin is actually touching the tree. That way you get good contact with the tree, because the trees are grounded, obviously. Otherwise they would die. Okay, so the grass, dirt, barefooted, or a tree. Meditate, okay? You don't gotta light a fire. You don't need just put them in your car, put them inside. Don't keep them with you. Take them, empty your pockets, your purse, put it in your car, put it away from you. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean like inside the house or inside your car or something. And so that it's just you, 100% you. If you got glasses, if you got a hearing aid or something, okay. But your phone, put that away. You don't need that, because the electronic devices will interfere with what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so what you do, and this is how you can prove it to yourself that you're trying to wake up, and you're proving it to everybody. um, this is what you do. First of all, you say you're stressed out, you got a lot of bills, gonna fight, whatever. Empty your mind. Just, I'm gonna go over there. It's me time, okay? If you got kids, you gotta make supper, you're late or something, give yourself 5 minutes. Time for me. It's time for you, right? Nobody else. Don't think of anybody else, just you. You're the numero uno, no, you're number one. Think of that. So, okay, start thinking about yourself, your health, um, the, but keep things positive. Think of how good you feel, how the air is fresh, or, don't be chewing, don't be, no beer, no smoking, no nothing like that. Just 100% you, with your clothes on, obviously. And you're barefoot on the grass or the dirt, or you're touching the tree, okay? And like say 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Go over there, close your eyes, and just listen to the birds. Um, Listen to the wind. Listen to the ring in your ear. Listen to, you know, um, whatever. Don't listen to anything that's going to be uh, get you upset or nothing. Because remember, you put all that stuff away. Okay, it's you. It's me time. Give yourself 5 minutes, and just you're gonna feel the sense of self. You're gonna feel yourself, how you're feeling. If you're tired, if you're hungry, if you're having a hard time breathing, if you're sneezing, if you're cold or if you're hot, or if say you're wearing uncomfortable pants, or whatever, right? That's how you do it. So far, we're on track. 5 minutes, and just empty your mind. Just how do you empty your mind, right? Just close your eyes and talk to the stars. Just talk to the stars. Talk to the ground. Talk to the grass. Talk to the trees, right? If there's water near, maybe a creek or something, uh, even a puddle, talk to the puddle. I know it sounds, well, that's childish and stuff. No, everything you talk to has a conscience. Otherwise, a tree has a conscience, otherwise, it won't be alive. So that's what you're doing. You're talking to your surroundings. And the surroundings are like welcoming you. Yes, you're here. We're here. And you know what? You might not feel it the very first time. It might take you, 5 or 6 times you do that. But you will get a vibration in your hand. I guarantee you, you will. But you're not going to get it right away. Yeah, water has a memory. Water. Um, but you're not going to get it right away, because it's not, because, if you're doing it out of curiosity, the universe knows. They know, right? But if you're doing it out of your heart, do it like, yes, I can really talk. You've heard people talk to trees before, talk to plants and stuff like that. I talk to my truck all the time. but and but like, okay, I'm talking nature more like, not vehicle, they're going to welcome you. They're going to acknowledge that you're there in a breeze, in a whisper that you could barely notice. And you probably won't notice until it takes that that they know that you're doing it from your heart, that you mean it, that you're not just doing it just because somebody told you, like me or somebody else. And you will get a vibration. You'll feel the vibration in your hand. You can feel like as I was telling you, this is my left hand. It might be right on your screen, but um, as I was telling you this, my hands are vibrating. I feel a tingle in my hand because I'm a warrior of light. I do this all the time. And see, it's a sense. Like, okay, like we got the five senses, right? We can see, smell, taste, hear, speak, and touch. Well, it's a sense that comes through, like an invisible sense. And it comes from right here, like the back of your head, right around there. And it goes in through inside your spine to the chakras, down to the ground, because you're leaning, touching the planet, our Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, and then it comes back out, and it comes there, and your body's like a conductor, basically. Your body is like, oh, I feel the vibration going on, right? You can feel it in your hands. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And once you get that, you realize that there really is something, you know, going on, because you might not realize that at first. Quick note, if you were to get the Bible, say the Bible or the Quran, and start reading it like that, you read the whole entire book, you're not going to get this vibration. You're not going to get it, because the the Bible, for one thing, is not grounded. The Bible is not, and the Quran, they're not. They're books. They're written, printed, sold, stored, and they got words and meaning. Yes, they have those and stuff, but you're not going to get the same uh, results like what I'm telling you. And what I'm telling you is not evil. It's from the divine Mother and Father God. It's from the archangels. It's from, you know, uh, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of, that's why I call them celestial beings. They're not aliens. They're not Martians. They're not little green men. They're celestial beings. They're invisible. They're our higher self. That's a different one. I'll get into that another time. But that's what it is. That's how it works. Okay? That's how, once you start doing that, do it once. And then do it again. But do it. Do it with meaning. Don't do it with just going to see if it works and do it once and then, well, it didn't work for me and that's it. No, do it all the time. Hi, Prince. How are you? Um, anyway, that's how you can tell that, for one thing, that what I'm telling you guys is true. And especially now with all the solar flares that are happening, these vibrations, this frequency is coming in loud and clear. You guys need to tune into that. It's kind of like, let me put it in a different way so that you guys can understand. Hello, beautiful. Where are you streaming from? I like your content. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm a truck driver. I don't know if you know Prince, but yeah, I'm a truck driver. I'm in the United States, first of all, but I'm in Minnesota. You know, I'm a warrior of light. Okay, I'm Dodi Lona. I forgot to say that. This is Dodi. This is Dodi Lena, and you're watching Dodi's page. So give me a like, give me a sub, and everything. Okay. Um, but anyway, back to what I was talking about. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys. Okay, and you don't gotta worry. You might say, "Well, I'm fine. I don't got nothing to worry about. I'm not, I have faith and all this." But you know what? You're not ascending yet. You know how I can tell? Because you're there. Because if you would have ascended, you would be gone. You would have already left. So that's why everybody watches this needs to learn. And there's just so much to talk about. But I'll tell you one right quick thingy, a lot of things, but when you start to wake up, right, um, you start to see the veil. It's called a veil. It's like a blanket that's been put over us, and it's all the fog, all that is starting to clear up. All the earth is changing, whether we like it or not. It's changing, and if you guys want to change with it, you guys, we're going to be living in heaven here on earth with our bodies, with the way we choose to be, the way the profession we want. Abundance is going to be for everybody. There's not going to be no hunger, um, no crime, no nothing. It's more of an unconditional reality, unconditional love reality, right? There's not going to be any of that. No hate, no nothing like that. No bad habits, no smoking cigarettes, no getting drunk, no nothing. But it's going to be, like I said, like we're, living in heaven. Okay, the frequency that you guys need to tune into that is extremely important right now. I mean, there's so many clues. I'm one of the clues. That's why you guys tuned in on me, because it didn't happen by accident. You guys said, well, I was just looking and I found you. Yes, that happened for a reason. Watch. See that truck passing by? Right? That happened. That's happened for a reason. No, it's not because that guy who has to go to work. I'm, I'm talking about me right now. I'm a truck driver. I came into this field, so I'm in this type of trucking reality, right? And so that's what's happening right now. I chose this. You get to choose whatever you guys want to do. And if you want to start learning to sing, if you want to start learning to be a, you know, guitar player or a drummer or a artist or a, architect, whatever, now's the time. The opportunity is basically the portals keep opening and closing. The portables, not portables, portals. They keep opening and closing. When you see a moon, a full moon, a lot of times the portal is open. Like we just went through the 7.7 portal. That's the seventh month and the seventh day. Numbers like that mean a lot. Now, by doing that, I'll tell you how, like what I'm talking about with frequency. And it's extremely important. It's really important. Please take all that baggage you have of hatred, of, well, you know, I don't get along with my family. I don't like them. My ex is like, like the people at work, I can't stand that person. Stuff like that, right? It's a baggage you're carrying. That's because you got to put your heart into unconditional love. Clean all that grime of hate and prejudice and, arrogance and, you know, empty all that. Don't think about them. That's why I said don't listen to the news because they keep feeding you that stuff. Don't listen to the news. Don't. Because they're keep trying to tell you about all these wars and all this crime and all this. And a lot of them, they don't even realize they're doing it, but they're doing it. And because that's the way the society has become. You got to rise above it. That's what I've done. Who told me this? I think it was Jesus. He told me, be a part of the world, but don't be of it. Right? Don't. Okay, I'm part of the world. I am. You can see me, right? I can go out and walk through the trees and on the grass and drive this truck and stuff. So I'm a part of the world. Anyway, if you got to watch something like that, a Rolex, an old-fashioned TikTok kind of watch, those are fine. Anything electrical, get rid of. But what you got to do is ground yourself. And you will find this frequency, it will come to you because you're grounding yourself. Once you do that, then you will see that things are going to get really informative for you because you're going to start noticing a lot of things. Am I on live? I don't know if I'm live or not still. Are you on live? Yep, okay, I'm live. I was just checking. Yep, okay, I'm live. Anyway, but like I said, do that. That's what you need to do. It's kind of like, and I've said this before, like getting an AM FM radio and trying to find Google on your AM FM dial. You're not gonna do that. You guys on the AM FM dial, you need to hook on to the internet. And this internet is not just, what do you call it? Like, your local carrier or the Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile or something. It's like the universe internet. It's huge. It's gargantuous, huge. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's how you connect it. And that's how you start to wake up. That's how you do it. Okay? I'm serious. You guys need to start doing that. Because then your conscience, the little voices in your head that say you're doing good or you're doing bad, or the ones that telling you, okay, did you really have to chew that guy out because he stole your cracker? Just like, you know, you're just being mean, you know what I mean? So, your common sense little, as Archangel Michael says, stop thinking with your third dimensional, stop thinking with your third dimensional mind. Start opening your horizon. Open it. Because there is so much more. It's like, it really is like heaven, okay? I mean, I did a good explaining, Lucy, I did a good can begin taking the first steps to wake up, okay? And say you don't do that. Say, okay, well, I'm not going to do that, okay? Let's just say you're being hard-headed, you don't believe in anything I say, and you're just gonna doing your own thing and stuff. Well, the whole planet is changing. That's your choice not to evolve with the planet, or the planet is evolving. Where are you gonna go? You're not gonna be here anymore. I'm serious. You're not gonna be here anymore. You're gonna be sent to another place, another um, your soul I'm talking about is going to be sent to a different place where you can start all over again, being born again, learning how to walk and talk and poop and all this language and learning right from wrong, and there you go all over again. We've come this far. We got technology. We have um, free will. That's what we have. That's why the angels or even the celestial beings can't just come and stop a war. That's why, they can't do that. And I'm going to give you guys some news that Jesus told me. Jesus Christ, as you know him, Jesus Christ, also known, his universal name is Master Sananda. This is what he told me. A lot of people think, I'll tell you two things he told me. A lot of people think that, believe me if you want, or don't, excuse me, or don't believe me, that is your free will. This is what he told me. He says, a lot of people think I died for them on the cross. I didn't die for them on the cross. Crucified. That wasn't for us. He didn't die for us. Okay? He didn't. He died because he cursed being with everything that he already knew. He healing people and, walking on water and all this stuff. He cursed at an olive tree because he picked a fruit and it was not ripe. He knew it wasn't ripe. And he took a bite into the olive and it tasted very bitter. And he cursed at that tree. Well, the next day the tree died. Okay, now, listen. What happened was you reap what you sow. He reaped what he sowed. That's what happened. That's why the crucifixion came and got him like that. Otherwise, he would have lived more than just 3 years. He would have been living for a long time, preaching and everything. He was only like in his early 30s. So He says he didn't die for our sins, right? He didn't do that. So the Bible teaches you that, but no. The Bible, they teach you all kinds of, because they're, at that time, that was the thing to do to get everybody, to make it sound right and everything. Well, through the centuries, it stuck. Well, that's wrong. Okay? That is totally wrong because he died because he did something bad to the tree. And the tree, not that the tree came and killed him, it's that he knew. He just, whether it was his temper or what, I don't know, but I don't know why he cursed at the tree, but he did. And the tree, how would you feel you being a tree? You're just doing what you do. You grow your fruit, and then someone very holy comes that's lighting like a light bulb, and comes and picks a fruit from you out of season, and then spits it out at you and curses you. Like, a tree was totally innocent. The tree didn't do anything. Well, see, it just fell back on him. That's what means we reap what we sow. Okay? So when you got the cross, I'll tell you about that symbol on another time, because that's a different symbol. Okay, I'll tell you right quick. Before, it was a symbol that was a line, and then a line going down and a line going way up like to the heavens. It was like the horizontal for foundation, and then it went into the ground a little bit, and then it went way up to the sky. And that was a symbol. And then after Christianity, it turned into a fish. No, it turned into that other cross where it's like a cross, and then it goes like a circle on top, and it's a cross. And I forgot what that's called. I used to have one when I was a kid. And it turned into that, and then it turned into the fish symbol when he gave fish to everybody. And then it turned into, the cross. Well, but before all that, it was like I said, it was like a line going this way, and then it went like this with a little bit, below, right, this part, and then it went way up to the sky. But that became unstable for some, I don't know how they said it was unstable, but it became unstable because for some reason, I can't explain that, I don't know why, but I don't know why they, so that's why it turned into just flat and then straight up. And then it wasn't down into the ground anymore. And it was just like an upside down T, right? And then that's when it changed into the fish, and so now it's like a cross. But the cross stands for, and this is why Jesus don't want us to keep this thing in us. The representation of the cross is the crucifixion, right? What happened with the crucifixion? Was that a nice thing? It was a very, very medieval time, negative thing. You follow me? That's what the cross represents. It trust me, I'm not trying to say the cross is bad or nothing like that. Yes, we all agree it's Christianity. I got cross here and there and everything. But, with good intentions, right? And no, I don't turn the cross upside down, nothing like that. But the cross, this is what Jesus was telling me. What Jesus wants to be known as the love he gave to everybody, not how he died. He doesn't want to be known as all the suffering he went through. He wants to be remembered as the love the unconditional love that he gave to everybody he possibly could at that time. And he was a man. He's not a God, right? So that's what he wants to be remembered. He said that, not me. He said that. He wants to be remembered. It's like if, like me, I was divorced. You know what? I was divorced, what, already? Like 30 years ago? Do I want to keep meeting or be known as that divorced person? Like, no. You know, that divorce is way back in in my life, way back there. I don't even think about that anymore. Yes, I say, yeah, I've been married twice, a divorce. That's as far as it goes. I don't, because my first divorce, because there's two divorces, I don't want to get back into that, you know, well, you know, I, all that is gone. The crucifixion is like, geez, 1,000 times more than a divorce. Why would you keep wanting to say that, oh, well, there's that divorced lady, uh, the divorced Dodi on there. She was divorced. Yeah, she went through a lot. She was divorced. That just put a big D on her head for divorce. And no, no. But I want to be remembered as spreading my love to everybody, just like Jesus did. Right? That's what he wants to be remembered as. So, okay, that's one thing I wanted to tell you. Kind of a lot, but here's the other thing I wanted to tell you. A lot of people think that Jesus is going to come down in the clouds with angels and trumpets and in a white robe and with his hands you know like this, and there's two holes in his hands. No, no. That is not going to happen. He's going to come down in the clouds and we're going to see him, and he's going to come and save the day. He's going to rescue everybody, take all the bad guys out and all the good ones, and yay! Like, let's be for real. Seriously, let's be for real. First of all, Jesus loves everybody. Unconditional. Unconditional. It doesn't matter if somebody like Hitler, Jesus still loves him. It doesn't matter if you're someone like a mass murderer or something like that. Jesus still loves him. Doesn't matter if you're a wife beater or a drug addict or even a non-believer. Jesus is still going to love you, right? But Jesus is not God. There's the divine Mother, Father, God. We're all the same, right? But this is what I'm going to say. Jesus is not going to come down from the heavens and, like, oh, that's not going to happen. So when you see these signs, Jesus is coming, like, Jesus is already here. In fact, he never left. I can be considered in this analogy. Well, we're all God's children, but I'm not here to preach like a preacher or something and give you a Bible verse or something. That's the last thing I would do. Jesus is coming down, not, he's not going to come like he did before, where he came and he became a man and he walked on, he lived like a kid and then then he grew to be a man. What do men do? What do men do? I'll tell you what men do. They like women. Am I wrong? Men like women. Sure, they sex. Yes. Um, men have an ego. We all have an ego, actually. So do women. But it's like an alpha. You know what I mean? I'm bigger than you are. I'm better than you are. I can beat you up and stuff like that. Men do that, right? Okay. Uh, Men get sick. Men eat. Men support. Men are strong. Men, you know, they men can do so much, right? That's what Jesus came down to experience. He experienced getting drunk. He experienced women. He experienced getting in fights. He experienced everything, a man does. He experienced it. When he was walking back then, 2,000 years ago, it's not like today. They didn't have cell phone or semis or nothing like that. It was different. And some men like women. Yeah. I like, yeah. Anyway, um, I like everybody. Let me put it that way. With anything, I should say. Let me see. Am I on? Let me see. Am I on? Okay, I'm on. And that's my double checker. Okay, so your, your life is lagging a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uh, anyway, this is what Jesus did before. He came and he was born and he at after he was baptized with um he fixed it. Okay, sorry about that. After he fixed it with John the Baptist did baptize him. Right? See, some of the Bible, a lot of it is true, a lot of it is not true. That's why it's like, I don't play by the Bible. I play by my heart, right? My heart is not going to lie to me, you know. Some of the stuff in the Bible will lie to you. So, like, there's that shaky ground on the Bible and stuff. But anyway, see, Jesus came as a man, right? And he did his thing, but he had a mission, just like we all have missions to do right now. I have a mission to do. I became a warrior of light. I didn't know what my mission was. I didn't like, what's a mission? Like, well, I'm a warrior. Archangel Michael says, I've taught you so much, spread it around. And because things are changing and they're not going to, because everything is going to change. And I'm trying to tell you guys things, important things that you need to know so that you guys can start on your own as soon as you can. But Jesus is not going to come like he did before. He's not going to come in a cloud. He's not going to come and, walk on the earth again. He's not going to come and save the day, like the Lone Ranger or somebody like that. He's here already. He's in your heart. He's in my heart. He's in everybody's heart. You just, like I showed you a little while ago, go to the tree, go to the grass, go to the dirt, barefooted. Open up your heart. Open, you know, just put everything, your life, just everything that's going on. Forget about it. Think of yourself, and you're going to get the feelings. That's the feeling of Jesus. That's the feeling of Mother Mary. That's the feeling of, Mother and Father God. That's the feeling of so many. Archangel Michael. There's like, that's the beginning, and that's how he's coming. Okay? And if anybody tries to tell you different, uh, you know, I told you a way how to prove it to yourself. So if they're going to try to tell you different and try to make you believe what they believe, then that's a clue right there. Because you don't have to believe what I believe. I told you how to go and do it on your own. Okay? If you don't believe me, you go try it. Go try it for a week. If you want really good results, 14 days, 2 weeks. Do it 14 days. I guarantee you, with the solar flashes that are happening, with everything that's around us, it's like we're in a puddle full of alligators and crocodiles and, you know, deadly creatures that are trying to get us. And they're trying to get us to be afraid of them. When all we got to do is like clear our minds, open up our hearts, not clear our minds, open up our hearts. They can't touch us. Okay? That's why Archangel Michael told me, if you're afraid, don't even be here because I don't want you. It's not that he didn't say he didn't want me. He says, you don't belong here. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, you know. And that's how I want you guys to be. Don't listen to the news. Okay, there's like the floods that happened. There's a hurricane that hit the Carolinas. There's these shootings that are happening. Okay, I get it. That's the world we live in right now. I'm a part of the world, but I'm not of it. I'm not going to be. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm of the world, but I'm not part of it. I gotta get that right. I hope you guys know what I mean. I'm of the world, but I'm not part of it. I don't know. I'm part of the world. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. I'm here, but I'm not involved in anything. But I know, you know, with the internet, you can know so much stuff that's going on around you in the world. Not only in this country, but in other countries around the world. Even in space, you can kind of know with telescopes and stuff like that. But you know what? I need you guys to wake up, um, because that would please me so much. It's not that I'm trying to get extra brownie points with Archangel Michael. That has nothing to do with it. It's just we need to spread the Gregoria. That needs to be more positive because it's your light. Your light needs to glow. And I'll read those in a second. But, okay, see Jesus right now, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, um, Archangel Raphael, Lady Nada, Melchizedek. So many that I know that you guys don't know yet. They don't see us. They don't see what I'm wearing. They don't see that that I'm wearing glasses or I'm wearing a skirt or nothing like that. They don't see that. What they see is how much my heart is glowing, how bright it is. And that's what they see. And if your heart is like, say, really, really dim and, like they, through through your higher self, through your conscience, the angels that are around us, they will alert them saying, that person needs help. That person's trying to kill himself. That person is really sick, or that person is, you know, doing really bad stuff. We need to put our attention towards that person to get that light brighter. You see what I mean? See, so they're not, before I was really in dire need. Not, at one time I was going to try and kill myself, but that was a long time ago. But my light is bright. I have to get my pillar of light, which my pillar of light is like, probably like about, I don't know, maybe 50 feet in diameter and about 50 to 100 miles high into the sky. That's my pillar of light. And if it's not that high or that wide yet, I want it to be that. You guys have that. You guys have the same thing. You guys have the same thing. The same thing that Jesus had when he was walking. Jesus with men. We have the same thing Jesus had. The same exact stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But it's hard because a lot of people, they don't believe me, just like they didn't believe Jesus. Not that they're going to crucify me or anything, but I'm not going to go to an olive tree and chew it out or nothing. In fact, I ate some cherries, and they kind of gave me diarrhea a little bit, like, I better not eat so much cherries. Because if you eat too much cherries, you start to get the runs. So, like, okay, I love the cherries. I gotta limit them. Okay, I'll read this now. But, the reason why Jesus isn't gonna come is because coming down to the third dimension is really, really hard for them. It's too much pain because they're in heaven, right? We call it heaven. It's the fifth dimension, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th dimensions, right? So they're really, really pure. To come down to the third dimension where there's crime and lying and sickness and everything's contaminated, it hurts them. So they'll come for just a few minutes. That's why you'll get it for just the vibration. You'll get it for a few minutes. Maybe not even a few minutes, just a few seconds, maybe 5 or 10 seconds, and then it'll go away. But the longer you keep doing, the stronger it gets. And not only the stronger, but other ones start coming in, and you start feeling different types of vibrations. Means they have identities. Like Archangel Michael, when he comes, I don't know when he was coming or not. When he comes, my whole chest, it just goes, I can feel it. My whole chest just like, and it's coming from inside my chest, and then it'll go. That's Archangel Michael. He's my commander. That's like the strongest one because I'm his warrior. And then also, like now, I get my hands, honest, my hands are, it's like I'm holding an electric ball right now that is just going bzz, 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 bzz. That's how my hands are right now. I'm not lying. See, and this is what I need to keep telling you guys. You guys need to get to where I'm at. Because I'm going to keep on going up. And I'm going to keep on going up. But I can't just go up by myself. I need to let you guys know. Okay? So, that's why I said purify yourself. If you smoke, don't smoke. You're destroying yourself. Keep your body clean. That way you get no sickness. You get your all the financial, all the stress, all the sickness, all the, the relationships, you know, everything starts to dissipate. It's, hey, I said that word right. It starts to like fade away because you're starting to rise and you're starting to ascend. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do. Okay? Now I'll finally read this and then I'm going to go. I went outside and Spiritual says, I went outside and tried it with my phone away from me and it felt weird. There you go, Spiritual. There you go. I mean, um, don't be afraid. That's the thing. Don't be afraid of it. Like embrace it. Yes, yes. Light me up. You know, come on, baby, light my fire. You know what I mean? And yes, it will. It just makes you feel so much better, healthier, and you start to get more in balance. Good things start to happen to you. The people that are negative, or the people that the wrong crowd you hang around with, kind of like that, they start to dissipate. That's a funny word to say. Dissipate. Yeah, they start to like fade away, and I've noticed that in my life. And like that, I'm not gonna like, I'm not living for them. I'm living for me, right? It's my soul. It's my life. It's my, and it's a bit being selfish, but it's not. Because before you can take care of someone else, you got to take care of yourself first. So take care of yourself. And then you can start taking care. That's what I'm doing right now. Through the technology, through the phone. And, so I hope you give me a thumbs up and a like and everything. Whoever listens to this later on down the road, you can always rewind it and stuff. And I don't really know how to explain it, honestly. Exactly. It's hard to explain. I've done it for so long. I can start to put it in words. I can start to, you know, explain, Lucy. I can start to do that. Uh, you're on the world, but now owned by it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how. It's like I said, I'm here. I'm, you know, I exist. I'm here. But I'm not getting involved in the wars. I'm not getting involved in these protests. I'm not getting involved in these drama or involved in this fear that the what do you call it, the media and other YouTube news media thingies that they they say we got the truth here, we know what's going on and everything, but at the same time they're still giving you the bad news. Like, I don't want to hear that. No, just okay. Okay. I know there was a flood. A lot of people died. God bless them. Was it anybody that I know? Was it, how did they die? Okay, you got that knowledge. Let it go. Okay. Why hang on to it? You don't need to like go tell your friends and pass that negativeness to them. No, you know it. Okay, it's there. That's what's around you. So like, okay, yeah, there's like, okay, if like a tornado was coming, like, yeah, you're gonna go tell your like friend, like, hey, get in your car and head north, something. You're gonna like fast, like let's go. Uh, but like the drama that goes on, the judges and the presidents and politicians. Okay, I know we got a good president. Okay, I know he's having tough times, and some people like him, some people hate him, okay, I get that. I'm living my life right now. I'm doing my thing. And is what he's doing affecting me? Yes. You know how? By my fuel prices. Yay! My fuel prices, I'm paying low fuel again. I can start investing and start saving money and stuff. But that's what's happening, see? And don't get involved with anybody that's going to drag you down. Don't. Let's say you get, you're at a state fair or a concert or, a truck show or something like that, and someone bumps you on the shoulder, like, hey, dude, style, like, you're like, oh, yeah, okay, sorry, dude. And if they, like, well, you owe me this, like, all right, well, you try to bring, I didn't do it, I'm sorry, and, uh, some people are really, really, like, they want that negative bleed on you. That's when you put, like, a block there, like, you know what? Well, if you want, I'll buy you another drink, okay? There you go. Maybe you're out a few dollars or something. You know the idiot didn't deserve it, but you did it anyway because you didn't let his negativeness affect you. You kept your positive. In fact, you put your positive on him. You shined your light on him because, uh, there you go. There you go. There's your new soda. Have a nice day and stuff. Okay, and he's gonna walk around like, like he's gonna walk away all grumpy maybe, but he'll be happy because he got his Coke. And you'll think to yourself, hey, I did something smart. But anyway, uh, not owned, but yeah, I know what you mean. Well, you know what I mean now, though. But anyway, I didn't, I didn't mean to make it sound so complicated. I'm trying to get it to sound, excuse me, at like a itch on my eyeball right there. I didn't mean for it to sound real complicated, but like I said, that's how you do it. You learn to meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, look it up on YouTube, right? Uh, I'm YouTube, I'm not the other medias. I got some of the other apps and stuff, Instagram, stuff like that, and I'm registered, but I'll just read them and that's it. Maybe I'll say that was funny or, add a little comment, and that's it. Like, well, that's unbelievable or that's crazy or something like that. And boom, I'm gone, And I don't get into involved in it. But I'm here. And whatever you do, love, not fear. They're opposites. Fear is going to bring you down and keep you anchored down to the darkness, to the negative, to the anger, to the sickness, to all the troubles and arguments and fights and, sickness, everything. But when you let go of all that fear and hatred and stuff, like I said, it's like a backpack. Take the backpack off. You got all that off your shoulder now. I could be me now, yes. And if people are mad, let them be mad. Let them be as mad as they want. I don't care. I'm going to go do my own thing. Love and never fear. That's the greatest line ever heard. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, love and never fear. That's Archangel Michael told me that. Jesus told me that. I'm just repeating what they told me. Okay? Um, I can't, there's so much more that they tell me, but I got to take notes, and I'm not good at reading, you know. I'm not, uh, I just rather just kind of like Donald Trump, reading off of a teleprompter. He's not good at that. He's just good at talking, right? He's just gonna say it like it is. That's how I am, right? I, and I'm like, okay, I'm just, you know, I know what it is. I've been told, okay, thank you. I'll take it from here. There's so much stuff that I miss though, that like unbelievable stuff that, ooh, so much stuff that you guys need to know. The angels, I'll tell you right quick before I leave. The angels, you know what they do? Every now and then, all they do is come in and love. Love, love. I mean, it's like it's like you can't have too much sugar. You know what I mean? Sugar is a bad thing, but you can't have of that too much of that sweetness. Uh-uh. The way they the way they convey it, the way they make you feel, you're like, wow, you know? And that's where you begin from putting yourself on the ground, putting yourself up against a tree, start to feel the vibration. Do it. Don't just do it once, don't just do it twice. It's our soul that's there trying. Oh my God. You might have heard it said that there's so many stars that it's like we're just like one grain of sand in the ocean, you know, on the beach, you know, like our planet. It's like that, right? Well, I mean, bazillion, ezillion, bazillion, zillion celestial beings from other planets want to be, want to go through the experience of being a human being because we have free will. A lot of them, they're, look at it this way, they're a, they're a orb of light, right? They're like a star. And all they do is glow and spread love. But what do I get to do? I can drive a truck. I can, you know, play with my dog. I can eat enchiladas, right? I can have sex. I can take a shower. I can do so many stuff, right? I can dress pretty. I can make friends. I can laugh. I can throw up. I can, you know, do stuff like that. I can run, get tired. I'm not saying that we're better than them. It's just that there's so many of them that want to be where we're at right now. I didn't know that. I'm like, really? Because it's like Earth School. They want to come for the experience. They want to come to learn, to see how it is. Because some of them have never experienced being a human being before. If that's news for you, that was news for me. I'm like, wow, so yeah, some of those stars. I never knew that. That's how special we are. That's how special you are. Let me see, I gotta turn on the light here. Not that one. Hope you can see me a little better now. But anyway, that's how special you are. Because that's what, that's why, you know, when, you know, that's how the angels make you feel. You're very precious. You're very precious. Like, you need to do, you need to ascend. Don't just keep on smoking your pot and your drugs and your drinking and your bad habits and stuff like that. Get all that out. Throw it away. You know, you need to like flourish, right? That's what we need to do. Anyway, Devo22, hi from the North Pole, Canada. Hi there. Thanks for coming in. Actually, you kind of got the tail end of this because it's getting hot in here. I don't want to turn on the truck and I'm going to be leaving. And as you can see, it's starting to get dark. And I've already been on for over 100 minutes. But anyway, I believe this was a good video because I got some good explaining todo Lucy and I did it, right? And because I'm always driving, I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? You know, like, should I start drawing? Should I start making videos and stuff? And I do, but you guys aren't getting the message that you need to. So, and if you look at the beginning of this video, I'm not tired. You know, I'm like, look at me now. See, I got energized just talking about it. I'm not tired anymore. That's what I'm talking about. All this stuff just energizes you. You didn't see me eat. In fact, let me drink some water. That's another thing. Drink a lot of water. I don't drink enough. Excuse me, but yeah, drink a lot of water. That's what they tell you. Drink a lot of water and eat a lot of pure foods. Don't eat junk food. Don't eat food that's going to make you give you indigestion or runs, or you know, make you like greasy food and stuff like that. Or so just eat natural foods, right? A meat, that's a different story. I'm not going to get into that now. We got to break away from that. But I almost never drink water. Start drinking water. You have to. It will clear out, because what it does is it clears out, it purifies your body, right? Okay, this is what Archangel Michael told me. All the water we have, no matter what we do to it to purify it, it's still contaminated. All of it on this planet, it's contaminated. With the exception of probably like the North Pole, where it's never been touched by man. But even then, through the atmosphere, the air has gotten it contaminated. I'm talking pure. I mean, or Archangel Michael was talking pure and pure water. And he says, but, and I'll tell you this, okay? Drink some water. Whether it's, Archangel Michael told me to drink like 2 liters of water a day. That's a lot for me. Because then I end up having to go to the bathroom a lot too. But you're cleaning things out, right? And my dreams have gotten better. I remember more of my dreams. I'm able to focus more. I'm able to stay healthy and more alert. So many things. It's like just with water. But, okay, this is what Archangel Michael told me. I can't tell you because I'm not an archangel. I'm just a warrior of light for an archangel, all right? That's what I am. But the water you drink, once you start to wake up, like I told you, go outside in the grass or the dirt or touch a tree or, you know, hold the tree or something, and 5 minutes with yourself, you'll start to find the good things will start to find you. The good water to drink will start to find you. You don't have to go searching for it anymore. It will start attracting to you. Okay? That's what'll start happening. That's why you're going to start, and it'll taste better. It'll, I personally, I like Smart Water. This is one of my favorites, just a brand, but I could drink a lot of water. The water that I drink is purified. How can you say that? Because I'm not a purifying machine, right? Well, how can you say that, Dodi? It's spiritually purified through Archangel Michael, through the powers that I have, through the devotion, through the commitment, through the love, through the unconditional love that I have in my heart. My water is purified. And like I said, I'm not afraid. You can hand me some. How did they tell me one time? I don't remember. It was Archangel Michael or Master Sananda, Jesus. I'm telling you a lot of the things that they've taught me. Okay. Okay. Jesus told me this one. He told me about being afraid and having faith and stuff. Okay, you can have like, say, 3 people, right? And they're walking in the desert and they're thirsty. Sure, they need water. And there's a horizon there. One says, I'm going to go to that horizon because I'm going to see if there's water over there. The other one says, no, I won't make it. I need water now. So, in other words, one is giving up. One is going to go. He's taking that leap of faith. And the third one says, well, if I go over there and there's no water, then there's all that, all this faith that you say is going to be gone. So that one is like a non-believer. So he's like, whatever, we're doomed, So one doesn't have faith. The other one just literally gave up. But one of them goes over the ridge, over the hill, and there's a stream because he had faith. And the other ones, where did they go? They didn't go anywhere. They stayed there. But the one that went and took the risk to go over with his faith that there was going to be some water, the water came to him. You know what I mean? He didn't tell me the way I explained it to you. I did it kind of my way. So he's probably thinking, like, Dodi, what you totally messed that one up. But anyway, that's what he's probably thinking right now. He's just, forget it. Don't. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what he's probably laughing his head off right now. But anyway, have faith. Purify yourself with water. Okay? Don't start drinking liquor because liquor just takes away that energy that you feel. It just like destroys it. It does. It like you don't got no energy then. It just flat out just wipes it clean. So stay away from liquor. I even stopped drinking wine, and Jesus used to drink wine. And but you know what? I'm a warrior. I'm doing it my way. Archangel Michael didn't say, yeah, go ahead and have some wine. He never said that. And he never will. So, one last thing I'm going to tell you about Archangel Michael. I've said a lot about Jesus, but Archangel Michael. You see pictures of him where he's slaying a dragon, right? And he has like his sword, and he's slaying a dragon. And the dragon's he's like standing on top of the dragon, and he's about to stab the dragon with his sword. You know what Archangel Michael said? I would never kill a dragon. I would never kill a dragon. Because Archangel Michael is a chip off the old block kind of thing of Mother and Father God. He's a chip. He's part of the divine, and which means there's nothing to be afraid of. He's the warrior, because there's all the other archangels. They have their own, what do you call them? I don't know, I say powers, but they have their own thing that they do. Archangel Raphael heals, stuff like that, right? Archangel Michael, he would never kill a dragon. But he says, I have a dragon, I have a white dragon. Every morning, I give him a snack or a toy or, a banana or a cookie or something. Every morning, I do that. He's behind me. You guys can't see him. He's behind me. He's always behind me. He protects me. That's why I have nothing to worry about. Like, why worry if you got backup like that guy, right? So anyway, I thought I'd mention that. But Archangel he's taught me so much. He's so much. Now there's a lot of other ones that I've never even heard of, that they are coming into the, they're getting, how can I say it? They're letting themselves be known to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh wow, I didn't know that. Like wow. One last thing. I don't know if you guys know Archangel Metatron. Do you know who Archangel Metatron is? Take a guess. Okay, time's up. Archangel Michael in the Bible, which they took him out of the Bible 500 years ago, so I hear, I don't know. But Archangel Metatron was Enoch. So if you guys might know about or have heard of Enoch, that is Archangel Metatron right now. That's who Enoch is, because Enoch was walking the earth like Jesus, and like Moses, and like so many others, like Mother Mary, but he became an archangel, because Archangel Michael told me, if you think you can't be an archangel, just look at Metatron, because he calls him Metatron. He don't call him Archangel Michael. I call him Archangel. We all call him Archangel Metatron. In fact, Jesus, you know what he calls Archangel Michael? Cracks me up. Calls him Miguel. Like he's talking about Miguel. Like, I'm thinking, who's Miguel? Oh, that's Archangel Michael. And so, yeah, anyway, that's my video, and I hope you guys believe me. I'm not lying. I don't make up stories. I don't do that. I don't blow smoke out of my ear, nothing like that. Let me see. I almost never drink water. Yeah, please start drinking water. It'll start helping you clear your whole system. And hi, Archangel Michael. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. Oh, that's okay. Um, Good night, Dodi. Make sure to tell Barry today's live stream was a perfect one and that I hereby promote myself. You too. Thanks for coming in. You stayed the whole entire thing. I want to see if you have. Okay. Okay. Don't go yet. I'm going. What I'm going to do, spiritual, is I don't know if I have you as a standard moderator or the other one. I'm gonna check, but I'm gonna make sure you're the topper one. Okay? Because if you're a standard one, you need to be a topper one. Um, you know, I'll check it out. I'll do that. And yeah, thanks for coming in, Devo 22, and all the others that came in too. Um, but anyway, I had a great time. I really enjoyed today's conversation. I hope you guys listen to what I say. Um, I hope so. Okay, there you are. I'm going to take you off of being a moderator, and then I'm going to, because it's like I can't change it from where you're at. I got to take it off and then redo it, okay? So don't go away yet. I'm not going to go away yet. And if this thing ends and you come back tomorrow or something like that, I'm sorry, but it was fun. This was, well, yeah, thank you, thank you. Again, I'm going to do it right now. I'm removing you. So you are no longer a moderator. You, there you go. Okay, now, that is a moderator. Okay, there it is. There it is. See, now I got it. So there you go, Spurs. You're the first one that's stuck with me that I know of that stuck with me through the whole entire thing. Maybe other ones have before. I can't remember, but thank you, thank you. Anyway, yeah, say something now. Go ahead, say something. Because you got the, see, there it is, there it is. So you kind of upgraded there. But like I said, the grass, the dirt, the tree, barefooted, okay? 5 minutes with yourself, only yourself. Put your kids, your wife, your husband, your dog, your phones, any device, keep them far away from you, and just talk to a cloud or something, or to a tree. Trust me, they're listening. Okay, this goes for everybody out there. Um, Again, I have so much stuff to tell you guys, but I'm learning. I'm learning how to talk to you guys and spread the thing, because we are ascending, and it's like you got to start doing this like yesterday. That's what they told me. You were supposed to know this stuff like last month, last year, and you're barely learning it now. You got to get on it. And what I've learned, I've already been learning for like over 2 years. And you guys on the YouTube world land in there, uh, you guys are further behind than I am. So things are going to change, and you don't want to get left behind. Okay? And wait, there it is. I can see it with the reflection here. You're one of the best YouTubers I've met. Well, thank you. Thank you. Uh, have a great day, okay? I love you and be safe. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.